I'm Lydia Park, 31. My steel key hangs on a red ribbon against my collarbone, a reminder that for once in my life, a door is mine alone to lock or open. Cedar Hollow, Brookdale. 4 bedrooms, hardwood floors I refinished myself. $785,000 of scraped together savings and years of sleepless work. The front door doesn't even creak when Serena pushes it wide. She doesn't knock. She sweeps inside like a realtor showing off a listing. Damon follows, already scanning the kitchen, the kids scattering up the staircase with stomping feet. Then Mom, Helen, glides in behind them, smile sweet but sharp. "This place is perfect for us," Serena says, "not you." "US," I press my palm harder into the quartz counter. "Excuse me?" "You're one person rattling around in all this space," she says smoothly. "We're 5, jammed into a 2-bedroom. The solution's obvious." Mom nods as if the decision was settled before they stepped through the door. Damon has already opened a beer from my fridge. If I say yes, I lose the one thing I bled for. If I say no, I'm the selfish one again. The daughter who never gives enough, the sister who hoards. Tell me, would you call this loyalty or betrayal? Or I remember 18, standing on our porch with a suitcase. Serena had just moved back with her newborn, and Mom turned my room into a nursery overnight. My college fund vanished into Serena's wedding. Dad kept silent as always. I slept in a friend's guest room, learned the sting of doors that only close behind you. Now Ava's voice shrieks from upstairs. "I found my room!" Damon laughs, footsteps thudding above me. Mom rests a hand on my shoulder, gentle, rehearsed. Family helps family. "Don't make this harder." I lift the red ribbon from my chest. The key swings warm in my hand. "This is my house," I say. Serena's smile doesn't falter. If anything, it sharpens. "We'll make an announcement when everyone arrives." Guests filter in with smiles, bottles of wine, baskets of fruit. Laughter fills the living room. For a moment, it almost feels like celebration. Then Serena taps her glass with a fork. The chatter dies. Faces turn toward her as if this were her stage. Mom hovers at her shoulder, Damon beside her with a smug half grin. "We have exciting news." Serena begins. Her eyes sweep the room before landing on me. "Our family will be moving into this beautiful house very soon." Gasps, murmurs. My coworkers look at me in confusion. Rachel's face hardens. She knows this script too well. "This is my housewarming," I say, voice sharper than I meant. "I never agreed to that." Serena tilts her head, indulgent. "It just makes sense. You're one person. We're 5. Lydia doesn't need all this space," Ava pipes up from the stairs, beaming. "I picked the big room with the window seat." Damon raises his beer in a mock toast. "Perfect fit." I feel my jaw tighten. No one asked me. I bought this house. My name's on the deed, Mom's voice slides in, gentle but cutting. "Family helps family. Don't embarrass us in front of everyone." Rachel steps closer, whispering so only I hear. "Say it clear. Don't let them rewrite this." My fingers grip the steel key at my neck. The ribbon burns against my skin. "This isn't a community property," I say louder. "It's mine." Serena's smile fades into steel. She leans close, her words carrying across the silent room. "Then pack your bags. Because whether you like it or not, this house is ours." The room freezes. For a moment, all I hear is the hum of the fridge and the pounding of my own pulse. Then whispers ripple. Guests shifting uncomfortably, eyes darting between us. "This is insane," I say. My voice carries sharper than I planned, but I don't take it back. "You can't just decide to take my house." Serena lifts her chin. "Stop being dramatic." The kids have already chosen their rooms. Damon's looking at schools in this district. "We're not making this up." Damon nods, cool as if this were a business deal. "We've got friends who can help move your stuff into storage. You can grab what you need for a small apartment." Laughter, nervous, awkward, flickers at the edges of the crowd. Rachel steps closer, her hand brushing my elbow. Don't let them bulldoze you. Mom cuts in before I can answer. Lydia, please. Think of the children. Family sacrifices. You always were the strong one, the old line, the one she's used to strip me bare for decades. I feel it catch in my chest, but this time, something hot pushes back. I've sacrificed enough, I say. At 18, you kicked me out so Serena could have my room. You drained my college fund for her wedding. I slept in a basement on borrowed air. And you still expect me to hand over the only thing I've built? Gasps. The silence thickens. Some guests glance toward the door, but nobody leaves. They're riveted. Serena doesn't flinch. She smirks. You're twisting history. We helped you. You survived because of us. I laugh once, short and sharp. No, I survived in spite of you. Ava clutches Serena's hand, confused. Mom, why is Aunt Lydia mad? You said this was our new house. Her small voice slices through me. Damon rests a hand on his daughter's shoulder like it's already settled. That's when I feel it. The ribbon biting into my neck, the steel key heavy against my chest. Proof of every hour I worked, every dollar I saved. Proof this space is mine. I raise my voice so every guest hears, this is not your home. You don't get to make announcements in my living room. You don't get to decide where I live. Get out of my house. The words crack like glass, impossible to sweep back together. Mom's face drains. Serena's smile vanishes. The kids gape, silent now. Rachel's hand steadies me, but I don't look away. I lock eyes with my sister and wait. The showdown has begun. For a heartbeat, no one moves. My words hang in the air like smoke, impossible to breathe. Then Mom gasps, hand pressed to her chest. How dare you speak to us that way? After everything we've done for you. The irony nearly makes me laugh. Instead, I steady my voice. Everything you've done for me? Like turning my bedroom into a nursery when I was 18? Like draining the college savings into Serena's wedding fund? Remind me what else I owe you. A ripple moves through the crowd. Guests exchanging looks, whispers sharpening. Serena's cheeks flush. You always play the victim. We're offering a solution. This house is too much for you. It's selfish to keep it when my kids are crammed into a shoebox. Selfish? The word feels sour on my tongue. I worked 3 jobs through college. I lived on instant noodles. I saved every cent while you leaned on Mom for handouts. Don't tell me about selfish. Damon steps forward, voice low but threatening. You're being unreasonable. Think about what's best for everyone. I've spent my entire life thinking about what's best for everyone, I fire back. For once, I'm thinking about me. Guests shift closer to the door. Some slip out quietly, murmuring excuses. But others stay, eyes wide, caught in the spectacle. Rachel stands firm beside me, shoulders squared like backup. They heard you, Lydia, she whispers. Don't back down. Mom's face hardens. Family comes first. If you can't understand that, maybe you don't belong in this family. The steel key at my neck cuts into my skin as I grip it. My pulse steadies. Then maybe that's true. But this house stays mine. Serena narrows her eyes, lips curling. We'll see about that. The spell breaks with the sound of shattering glass upstairs. Ava comes running down, clutching a broken picture frame. Sorry, Aunt Lydia, she mumbles. Behind her, Leo and Milo thunder after, sticky hands smearing the wall I painted last month. Serena doesn't flinch. Kids will be kids, she says smoothly, waving off the mess. My chest tightens. This is not their house to wreck. Damon crouches to inspect the floorboards like a contractor. Solid oak. Nice. We could sand them down, maybe lighten the stain. Excuse me? I snap. He looks up, unconcerned. Just planning ahead. We'll want it brighter for the kids' playroom. Guests whisper louder now. Some exchange glances of disbelief. Rachel shakes her head, eyes flashing. Weinheim. Mom moves to the fireplace, running her hand along the mantel as if blessing it. This is exactly the environment Serena's family needs. Space, safety, good schools. Lydia, be sensible. Don't fight what's right for the family. My throat burns. Sensible? You're trespassing at my own party. Serena laughs softly, but it's edged. You can make this ugly, or you can cooperate. Everyone here can see what's fair. I glance around. My coworkers stiff, my neighbors frozen mid-sip, caught in the crossfire. None of them know the history, the years of taking. They only see the scene unfolding now. Me against 3 determined faces, plus children already treating my house as theirs. Damon straightens, arms folded. Look, we've already talked about moving. The kids are excited. The boxes are half-packed. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. The ribbon at my neck cuts into skin as I grip the key. You don't get to decide what happens in my house. Serena's smile fades to a thin line. She steps closer, voice dropping so everyone leans in. Then maybe we'll decide for you. The room tilts with her words. Decide for me. Rachel steps forward, ready to cut in, but I raise a hand. My pulse steadies even as my chest pounds. If I break here, I'll lose everything. This isn't a debate, I say. It's my house. I bought it. I pay for it. You don't get a vote. Serena scoffs. You always were dramatic. Don't twist this. We're talking about family, about children who deserve space. You don't even have kids. You can't understand the jablands, cruel and deliberate. A few guests shift uncomfortably. Damon seizes the silence. She's right. You don't know what it's like to raise 3 kids in a shoebox. We're not asking, Lydia. We're telling you, this house works for us. You can find a nice 1-bedroom nearby. Everyone wins. The arrogance stuns me. I look at Mom, waiting, hoping for her to correct them. Instead, she nods. Family property should serve family need. And Serena's need is greater than yours. Something inside me, stretched thin for years, finally tears. I take a step into the center of the room, raising my voice so every guest hears. Let's set the record straight. At 18, you kicked me out so Serena could move back with her baby. You drained my college fund for her wedding. I worked 3 jobs to survive while you remodeled the garage for her twins. Every time I was told to be strong, to give, to shrink. The silence is thick, broken only by Rachel's steady breath beside me. I pull the steel key from my ribbon, hold it up high. This key is mine. This house is mine. I bled for it, and I will not hand it over. Gasps scatter the room. A wine glass slips from someone's hand, shattering on tile. Serena's face twists, all pretense gone. You ungrateful witch, she hisses. After everything we've done, what you've done, I cut in, my voice rising above hers, is take. And it stops here. Damon takes a step closer, looming. Watch your mouth. Rachel plants herself between us. Back off. You don't intimidate her anymore. The crowd is electric now, half horrified, half glued to the spectacle. I don't blink. I don't flinch. For the first time in years, I see them clearly, my sister, my mother, her husband, entitled faces that fed on my silence. And I say, firm enough to echo off the walls, get out of my house. For a moment, no one breathes. Then Mom's face flushes crimson. You would throw out your own blood? She cries. Her voice cracks, sharp enough to slice through the murmurs. After everything we sacrificed for you? Sacrificed. The word tastes rotten. I almost laugh, but my hands are trembling too hard around the key ribbon. You mean after you turned my life into leftovers? My words are flat, controlled. Yes, I will throw you out. Serena steps forward, eyes blazing. Don't pretend you're some hero. You've always been cold. No wonder you're still alone at 31. No husband, no kids. What do you even need a house like this for? The room stirs. Guests exchanging uneasy looks. The insult digs deep, aimed where it always hurts, but this time, the wound turns into fuel. I need it, I answer, steady as stone. Because it's mine. Because I earned it while you leached Damon swears under his breath. He sets down his beer, fists clenching. Careful, Lydia. Words like that can't be unsaid. Rachel slides closer, arms crossed, daring him. Neither can threats. We all heard her say no. That's final. But Mom ignores her, eyes drilling into me. You think you can cut us off? You think you can erase family? We'll be back. You can't lock out blood. I press the key to my palm until it leaves an imprint. Watch me, gasps Echo. The kids, confused, cling to Serena's skirt. The party is broken now, split into two camps. Guests retreating in shame, and the core of my family still rooted in my living room like squatters, daring me to pull them up. Serena smirks, defiant. This isn't over. You'll regret this, but my voice, calm, cold, answers before fear can creep back. The only thing I regret is letting it go this far. The living room is thick with silence, broken only by the squeak of shoes as a couple of neighbors slip out, muttering excuses. My coworkers hover awkwardly near the door, clutching half-finished drinks they no longer want. Rachel clears her throat, steady and loud. Party's over. Everyone, thank you for coming. Her voice cuts the tension just enough for more guests to file out, grateful for the escape. Within minutes, it's only them. Mom, Serena, Damon, 3 restless kids, and me. Mom straightens, regaining composure like she's stepping into a courtroom. You can drive these people away, Lydia. But you won't drive us out. Family is forever, forever. My laugh is sharp. Funny how forever only means when I have something you want. Serena kneels to Milo, brushing his hair back. Don't worry, sweetheart. This will be your room soon. Aunt Lydia's just confused. My vision blurs with rage. Stop lying to your children. This is not their house. Damon moves closer, close enough for me to smell the beer on his breath. You might win this round, but think about it. We know where you live. We'll come back. You can't watch the place 24/7. Rachel steps between us. Back off, Damon. Touch her and you'll regret it. He smirks but doesn't push further. The threat already hangs in the air. Mom gathers her purse, chin high. We'll give you time to reconsider. Think hard, Lydia. The kids deserve this house more than your pride does. They heard the children toward the door, but Serena pauses, hand on the knob. Her eyes glitter with something darker than anger. Enjoy your victory. It won't last. The door slams behind them. The silence left behind is louder than the chaos. My chest heaves, my hand still wrapped around the steel key like a weapon. The walls feel tainted, fingerprints smudged across every surface. Rachel touches my arm. They'll be back, she says softly. I know, I whisper. My voice is calm now, colder. And next time, I'll be ready. The house is silent after they leave, but it doesn't feel safe. Every creak in the floorboards sounds like a warning. I sit at the kitchen island, knuckles white around the steel key. Rachel breaks the silence first. You can't wait for them to storm back in. You need proof, protection, paperwork. She's right. For once, I won't let them twist the story into selfishness or coldness. This time, the record will speak louder than their mouths. The next morning, I call Adler and Finch, the firm that handled my closing. My lawyer doesn't sound surprised. Family claims like this happen more often than you'd think. I'll draft a cease and desist. It'll make it clear legally that this property is solely yours. No negotiation. Relief floods me, not because the battle is won, but because I finally have backup. By noon, a security company van is in my driveway. New smart locks, cameras at every door, motion lights on the porch, Damon's smirk flashes in my mind. We know where you live. But by the time the technician finishes, I breathe easier. I print out bank statements, loan records, the deed with my name on it alone. I tuck them into a folder, proof that every brick in these walls was paid for by me. No handouts, no favors, no family sacrifices. Just my sweat and years I'll never get back. At dusk, Rachel comes over with takeout. She lays the cartons on the counter, her eyes scanning the new locks. Feels different already, she says. Safer, I admit. The word tastes new. That night, my phone buzzes nonstop. Missed calls, guilt-laced voicemails, texts switching from fury to pleading. You'll regret this. Think of the children. You're not strong enough to stand alone. I set the phone face down. I've carried their voices in my head for years. Tonight, I choose silence. Before bed, I walk through each room, locking windows, testing doors, touching the walls. For the first time since the party, the house feels like mine again. Not just four walls, but a fortress. And I whisper to the empty rooms, as if they're listening. You're safe. I'll protect us both. Protect us. A week passes in eerie quiet. No knocks on the door, no surprise visits. Just silence, the kind that used to frighten me, now strangely comforting. The cease and desist letters land 2 days later. My lawyer confirms receipt. If they push again, we escalate. You've drawn the line. I frame one copy and slide it into my desk drawer. Not as a threat, but as proof to myself I'm not powerless anymore. Therapy fills the spaces my family once occupied. Dr. Rivera listens without judgment as I spill years of swallowed anger. You're not cold, she tells me gently. You're setting boundaries. That's strength, not selfishness. On weekends, I rip up weeds in the backyard, planting tomatoes, peppers, basil. Watching green shoots push through soil reminds me. Growth looks fragile at first, but it's relentless. Rachel helps me hang string lights on the patio. My coworkers come for dinner, bringing laughter instead of accusations. Neighbors stop by with cookies, not claims. Slowly, the house breathes easier. So do I. One evening, I sit on the porch steps with coffee cooling in my hands. The kids' chalk drawings still smudge the driveway from that chaotic day. I don't scrub them off. They're a reminder, not of loss, but of where the story turned. My phone buzzes with another text from Mom. Just 3 words. Think about family. I don't reply. I don't need to. Because for once, I am. I'm thinking about the family I choose. The ones who don't measure my worth in square footage or what I can hand over. I lift the steel key on its ribbon, feeling its weight. It's more than metal. It's proof that I can stand, that I don't bend just because someone tells me to. So here's my question for you. Have you ever had to draw a line with family? One that cost you their approval, but saved your sanity? Comment below. Tell me your story. Because sometimes protecting your home means protecting yourself. And both are worth every battle.